Two, one. Hey, welcome to another episode of ArmTalk. I'm your host, Jody Williams. Yeah, we're running a little bit late, but it's well worth the wait. My guest today is the guy who is in charge of Arm Sports Entertainment, a situation I love to be a part of. I'm part of the Arm Sport Entertainment family. Tim Tallmadge, how you doing this afternoon?
Oh, good, man. Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Well, good. I'm glad you took out some time of your day so we can talk about probably one of the bigger events to end 2022, the Washington State Championships. We have a host of super matches, talent, referees, bracketeers, you name it. You put it all together, my friend. Tell everybody what's going on.
It's the same stuff I try to do every year for Washington and Arizona. I've only been doing two events a year just because I like to make them grand, right? That's just what I go for.
Right.
I try to make them better and better every year. I feel like Washington State was amazing last year, but we had some hiccups. So I went out and got no time limit. I went out and bumped our venue up to a 40,000 square foot venue. And I just try to make it special for the people traveling. Um, and to start that off, I guess we can just go through some things. So, as far as the referees, we'll start there. I, as being a referee and getting invited to tournaments and myself, um, I feel like when people invite me, I feel like they're inviting a very good referee, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, And so at my tournaments, I don't like, not that I've never had like a bad referee or nothing. I'm just saying I like the best to be there because it makes the event the best, in my opinion. So this year I went all out. I spent a lot of money and went all out on it. And, Bill and Pat from St. Louis, great friends of mine, always wanted to come out to my tournaments, and we made that happen. So that's going to be a one table duo right there. They ref with each other all the time.
Right.
So, and that was kind of what I was going for too, is like it was pairs. It wasn't just, people from around the country. It was pairs to where they know each other. They know their calls. They ref the same. It's very easy to ref when you know who you're refing with.
Exactly.
Um, and then we got Leonard, of course, arguably the best in the world, with Scott Wynn. They've worked together so many times together. So it's a great pairing there. Um, and then internationally, we got the Canadians coming down. Anthony Delantonio and Dave Hicks. They ref everything in Canada together.
Yes.
So, we got three master referees, and we got two advanced senior referees, and then a senior referee, and then myself as needed. Um, and to just stay on the refs for a second to jump into some of the super matches.
Yeah.
Those refs will alternate super matches as well. So you will have those pairings will each do at least one match. Or actually, excuse me, those pairings will do two matches. There's six total super matches, and
Yes.
those pairings will do two super matches. So, yeah.
Speaking of referees, and you and I have been pulling for a long time. And normally when we go to these tournaments, the age-old question is like, okay, well, who's refereeing? And I know now that when you see the array of talent and experience, and we're talking referees on the national level, world level, so they know what they're doing. And I guess it puts all the pullers at ease because now it's like, oh, okay, cool. No matter where I go, I know I'm going to get the best. And I know all I can do is just focus on my match itself because we all know sometimes you and I have been at tournaments before in the past where, well, who's ref? I'm thinking, okay. You want professional athletes and you want professional referees. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into what happened last year, but there's some referees I'm kind of scratching my head going, why are you reffing now?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay. And they won't be reffing this year. Cool. They won't even be at the event this year. Cool. Awesome. But the thing that you got to realize is that anytime you say those names, it's like, you know what? I'm getting the best of the best. Therefore, I know I'm in good hands. As a puller, you're in good hands because you know the first thing is safety. I know for a fact if I'm going to go to an event and I see Dave Hicks, Dallin Tony, Leonard Hicks, Scott Wynn, Bill Unafraid, and the list goes on, I know that if I get in some kind of wonky position, they're going to say, hey, stop the match, because safety is first. That's what you want. That's what you get. Job well done.
Yeah. I mean, it's when you put the pieces together, your tournament is between two people to make it run smooth. Your brackets and your referees. Without a good portion there, you're getting shit, in my opinion.
Right.
And we can touch on that. I feel, and I won't even. I could be biased. I don't know. I'm not even going to say arguably. I'm just going to say they are the two best bracket people in North America. One's my wife. She's been trained by Corey Miller, and they will both be there. They will run both of those tables. Corey most likely will run 2. My wife will run 1. And, with them two, I don't ever have a hiccup. There's never been a problem. And if there is a problem, the guy's there to fix it. He created the damn system. And so, to me, that duo between them and the referees that I have, it's going to go by smooth, fast, organized, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And also, and I got to put this out too, you said your wife, and love her to death. I don't think people understand, if they were at your event last year, meeting Washington State, the minute we got done with the amateur, we went to the open class, it was like speed dating, because then it was like, oh, we got to add a third table, and we were in crunch time. And the fact that Kayla was able to sit there, go boom, 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 and not miss a beat was awesome. And now I think with Corey being next to her by her side, it kind of, that sigh of relief, because, okay, if things go sideways, like you just said, the guy next to me, Mr. Corey Miller, he can fix it. And I think after seeing that, and then you had the Arizona State Championships earlier this spring, well, guess what? Those two were doing the brackets. Therefore, guess what? They already got that experience. Like you said, you pair up referees. Hey, they referee each other off and on. Well, guess what? Nothing changes here. Kayla, Corey Miller has done brackets before, so they know each other. So I see nothing going wrong with that. This tournament should run a lot smoother than it did last year. And I think the good thing about you, Tim, is that when you have a tournament, and I run a tournament too, when you have a tournament and you run it, first thing you do when it's all said and done, take a step back, kind of go, okay, what went right? What went wrong? What can we fix? How can we make this a lot better? And I think you've done that now. I'm like, okay, first thing you said, hey, I'm going to get a different venue. It's to ourselves. I don't have to worry about, hey, you got until X amount of time, then you have to get out because we got something going on. You don't have to worry about that this year. You take a breath of fresh air. Okay, hey, guys, it's not boom, 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 and speed day, and then things get sloppy. It was kind of chaotic toward the end. And I felt sorry for the ladies because some of the ladies didn't get a chance to pull. Right. However, we have a plan for the ladies. You want to announce that, Tim?
Yeah, well, real quick, just because I'm super proud of it. And I think people don't really understand the last part after the super matches of Washington State last year. And Corey will tell you face to face, he's still in awe on what happened. Not only did my wife forget her mouse, so she did everything by clicking on the computer.
Right.
But she ran 289 entries in less than 4 hours by herself.
Right.
And Corey's just like, how did you do that? So, I mean, it just shows you right there that it's amazing. And for him to say that to her just meant a lot, And so, anyways, what was the question?
No, we're talking about the ladies because the ladies got the short end of the stick last year, and that's not going to happen this time. What do you got for us?
It's not, and this is all my wife's doing too. The ladies, they will, after the amateurs, they go before the pros. Now we're not waiting, and they pull for free. Every lady pulls for free at my event, and on top of that, if you look at what's different this year as well, we are running 3 ladies weight classes, along with 6 weight classes for the men's, and 3 for masters. We've never done that, and we're just trying to make it easier for people to get ranked on this system that Corey made. And yeah, we could run our same. And then, you pull 85, you go to the 98. We just wanted to stay true on it. And we're just trying to do our part to support other people. And that's what we came up with. So yeah, all ladies will pull for free, and they will all have the same medals as everybody else.
Yes.
And masters, amateurs, pros, everybody has the same medals.
There you go. And Phil Woody from the UK, good friend of mine. Thank you. Hey, Arm Sport Entertainment. The link is in the description. By all means, check it out. Subscribe, help a brother out. So yeah, we got the masters, we got the ladies, we got the amateurs, we got the open. And I'm telling you, last year, the array of talent that was there, it was just, man, I can't tell you. I was glad to be a part of it, but it's like, man, aside from the super matches, we'll get to those in a second. What other talent do you plan on having at Washington State this year?
Who do I plan on having?
Yes.
Well, I know there's probably, I'm just going off of what people are telling me, but Clayton from Canada, all those guys, I heard they're just bringing a team, just a bus of people. I'm talking Jeff Frank said he's bringing a whole team. Clayton said he's bringing like 15, 16 guys. I mean, we should have a hooray of Canadians there. I know there's some guys from California I talked to over the weekend. They're coming up. There's going to be some Utahs coming over with Jordan. Jordan's in a super match. There's some Idaho guys coming. I believe a couple of Nevada guys, a couple of Arizona. There will be 3 guys from Florida at my event. And I can tell you, every one of them are ranked in North America. So
is that a surprise? We got names or what?
No, I mean, we could go with Andre Shark. He's pulling the event, both hands.
Sharkovich, here we go.
Artem is going to pull the event now. And then Austin Wade is coming. And he is pulling the event, both hands. So it should be pretty good. I know a few guys from Texas were hemming around coming. A couple of New Mexico. I know there's a handful from Colorado. I mean, in the years past, we've had at least 10, 12 states at all of our events. People surprise show up. People won't even tell me and just like show up. So I'm hoping it's no different this year. The more the merrier. The more that puts our hometown boys on the map. That's all I try to do. Obviously, I live in Arizona now, but my heart's still in Washington. And so I do anything I can to make that event so much better every year just for them.
Right.
And yeah, there's a couple of special things going on that day that I'm pretty excited about as well.
Yes, breaking news. Casey Allen from Utah also will be there. And wherever Casey goes, Megan's right there. And they had a kick-ass tournament this past weekend at the Brazilian Cup. And I'm telling you, they're bringing that momentum to Washington State. Where are we at? 4 weeks out now?
I think, what was it? 4 weeks out.
Yeah, 4 weeks out right now. So, yes, I mean, everyone in the chat, I'm telling you right now.
Don't remind me. I got so much to do. You just reminded me now. I'm just like, oh, shit.
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, because the super matches, those right there, and I think let's talk about the very first super match. And just so everybody knows, this is not a prediction show because Tim's involved, I'm involved. I'm not making predictions. But I tell you what, y'all can if y'all want to. I'll say a few things, but I'm not going to make you predictions because I must be focused because I'm doing double duty because not only am I in the super match, but I also got to do my Arm Sports Entertainment duties, and we'll get to that in a second. But the very first super match that was announced way back in the spring, that happened in Tucson, and the way it happened was awesome. You care to let the viewers know how that went down?
Yeah, Nancy Nations was pulling Paige Williams in a super match, and we were sitting there, and we were him and Holland. I was over at Bob Brown's table, and he's like, "I think Le'Aaron should go against the winner of this." I said, "Let's do it." I said, "I'll announce it right on stage." And Le'Aaron kind of looked at me like, "What the hell? Like that was so quick." I was like, "It's an opportunity. Why not? Are you in? Are you game?" She's like, "Well, yeah, I'm in." And so as soon as Nancy won, it was like okay, this is going to be a good one. And so that's how that was formulated. And then it kind of led to just so much more. Nancy being a WAF world champion. Leerin is now the current IFA champion. Little things that I try not to let bother me. But they did pull this last weekend. It kind of bothered me. But it happens. And so even though there was a definitive winner in that, I think I talked to both of them, and they're both coming just as well prepared for this, and they think it's going to be a battle despite what happened at that event over the weekend.
So much can change, in a 4-week span, 5-week span.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because even if those two happen to meet up, maybe the other person who lost goes, you know what? I know what it is now. I'll fix that. There's always
and they did meet up in the semifinals, and there was like 17 women in the class. So and it was a triple elimination. So mind you, by the time they met up, I think that one of them was like 7 matches deep already with some wars. So I'm not going to let any part of that, Now, if they would have met up first round, yeah, I might have been doing some different things. But I'm going to let it play out. They're both committed. It is what it is. It's not going to affect me. And I don't think it's going to affect them and the people watching.
Yes. Russ Schrader's in the house. What's up, Russ? How you doing? We got other super matches too. We got Gage Jordan Seal. Now, Gage was shocking everybody last year. And I can only imagine with another year behind his belt, he's amped, ready, foaming at the mouth.
He just surprised everybody in September.
Yeah, exactly. So, you got, like I said, I don't want to make this prediction show, but I will say this, Utah's rolling deep because Jordan Seal's coming. There's been chat already, not so much by the two guys, but it was more like, hey, Gage Jordan's awesome now, and look what he did with Jacob Abbott, and it's going to be easy versus Jordan Seal. Jordan caught on to that, was like, oh, really? Y'all forgot about me? Okay. And like I said, Jordan's been taking time off, and there comes a time in your career where people need to take time off to heal, rest, or, hey, I want to focus on family, whatever the case may be. It's okay to do that. And I think that right there kind of motivated him. I think Tim got a phone call. I think that kind of motivated him. So, and Tim will join us. There he is.
My bad. Travis Agent. I don't know what the hell that dude wants.
Oh, well, he wants to be a part of this?
I don't know.
So, and the thing is, though, so I sit there and go, okay, Jordan's motivated. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. So that's going to be an interesting match. And then, speaking of Utah, Mr. Jack Crucy. Hope I'm saying that last name correct. Crucy? Am I saying that right? Okay.
Sorry, better than I can pronounce it, so we'll go with that.
Right. So Parker, Casey, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Jack Crucy. Okay. I believe that's Cody Merritt's protege. And I'm telling you right now, I seen that guy, kid. I'm like, whoa. I mean, that guy's been putting the boots to amateurs, open guys, and we're talking like some serious open pullers who weigh a lot more than he does. And I'm telling you right now, the future, and he's pulling Mr. Minnick, another young stud in Washington. Talking to some people around, I keep my ear to the ground. They say it might be a little mismatch. They say Jack might be a little bit too strong, but you never know. That's why we always, try to make these matches happen. On paper is one thing, and the match is something different. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it, again, call me biased, but I had to get a hometown young kid a match, and this is very, very special match. Many people don't know, but at East versus West, there is an event before East versus West on the same stage, same reps, same production crew.
Yes.
It's the Arm Fight Championships. There was supposed to be another one this weekend, but some things happened. It could not happen. And I'm grateful for that because I am the North American representative for that, for the youth. And so I get the pleasure to bring one person with me in January to East versus West 6. And so I made this match, and the winner of this match will face Levon's little cousin at East versus West 6 right-handed. And so I know there's so much youth out there. I know there's a lot in the South, on the East Coast. I'm going to get there. Trust me. I plan to fly to a lot of places next year and find these youth people and give them shots at matches throughout the year. And not even at my event. I'm going to set it up at other people's events and kind of see all these matches and who's going to be the candidate for next year. But yeah, it's going to be very special.
So let me get this straight. The winner of the Marshall Minnick match and Jack Crucy gets to go to the East vs. West with you in January?
They're coming with me, fully paid for athlete, and they will pull on the grand stage.
Parker, Casey, I want you to go ahead and let Mr. Crucy knows what's at stake. Okay. I will go ahead. I will blast this interview right here and let them know, hey, now, Minnick, get your act together for this match. Crucy, get your act together because a round trip ticket is up for grabs. And, you know, yeah, people pull for trophies and hammers and belts and pencil erasers and all that kind of shit. But I tell you right now, what you are pulling for is a round trip ticket to go to Turkey, East and West. Where are we at? Number 6 now in January? Is that what it is?
Yep, it's going to be number 6, and it's much bigger than that. You can go deeper than that. Once they go to East versus West 6, if they put on the performance, there's like $500 up for grabs. We're doing an Eastern Europe tour next year, and they could be a part of that fully paid for. So you're talking this youth person could get way more than us pros have ever got just by this one match. If they surprise the president of this and America is beating some of these Europeans, this guy will be fully paid for traveling Eastern Europe next year, pulling a lot of people.
Do you see that? Sean Minnick, get your act together. Crucy, get your act together. Casey Allen, Parker, sorry, I didn't mean to yell. But I'm excited because that opportunity wasn't there for Tim and I when we were their age, okay? When we first got into that sport, there wasn't opportunities like that. So this is where, hey, it's time to get it going, okay? So yes, they're pulling for more than just a plaque or whatnot. They're pulling for something much bigger, much bigger. So now moving forward, another super match. I'll put myself in there because I'm pulling. This is, I guess you could say, USA versus Canada, however you want to say it, left and right hand. Myself and Clayton Faulkner, we have history together. We pulled 2013 at the Highlander Games up in Vancouver, Washington. No, sorry, Kelso, Washington. And I was able to walk away 3-2. But that was back when we were around the 198, 200-pound mark. That's a long time ago. I'm not 198 by any means. I'm about 228, whatever, no big deal. And I'm telling you right now, I'm focused. I'm ready to go. You know, I want to end this calendar year on a good note. So I'm excited to pull Clayton. Like I said, he's bringing the Canadians down here, and I'm saying, you know what? Bring them on. I don't care if it's Jeff Frank, Joe Fox. I don't care. Bring them down. Bring them down. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I mean, I've obviously had my fair share of wars with both of you guys, and haven't pulled Clayton since.
Uh-oh. Tell me he did not get another phone call. People, come on, man. That better not be Travis again because, man, punch him in his mouth. Nonetheless, though, until Tim comes back.
You there?
I'm here. You back? Yeah. We don't do take twos on my show. We go live. So as I was saying, the thing is though, is that I'm excited with Clayton and I'm very, very, very focused in pulling that guy. Now, the last match that got on the card, very, very exciting because not only are you involved, Tim, it's who you're pulling. We got 2 top 10 pullers in the 220 class North America pulling. Okay. Studs. You are pulling the guy from Florida, Mr. Andre Sharkovich. And without me trying to give away any kind of strategy you got going on, tell us how that came about and how you feel about that.
I mean, I had him there last year. He loved it. He reached out. Not for this match did he reach out, but he reached out and we were talking. And It was one of those things where I had kind of stepped away to train for Worlds. I did my Worlds thing. I really wasn't going to do anything, but I was feeling a little froggy. Felt good about Worlds, so I said,
Been
let's
there.
go big. I reached a couple other people before him. They were unavailable. Um, and I was like, he wanted to come anyway, so why not? I mean, I'm sure you could put a poll on Facebook, and I would probably maybe have 2%. I love it. Um, I won't give any names out, but I was in San Diego this weekend, and a guy that gave me a 0% chance, a very, very high ranked puller, gave me a 0% chance. And I gripped up with him for about 15 seconds on the side table. He took that strap off and went, I think it's going to be a good match. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, well, time will tell. I think people will be surprised. And if not, guess what? I'm supposed to lose. That's fine.
Right.
If I get an ass whooping 3-0, great. I'm supposed to. But don't be surprised if I surprise you.
There you go. I like that energy. I like that there's no stress on you, right? So I kind of like that. And here's the thing, Tim. I dubbed this whole calendar year 2022, and I'm gonna do the same thing for next year. The year of opportunities, right? It's opportunity to put yourself. All you need is that one opportunity. I've been saying this for the last year, maybe a little bit last year, going into this year. And I say that because all you got to do is get that one opportunity. We'll use Paul Lynn for an example. What happened? He pulls John Brzezinski. Yeah, he lost, but the way he lost, he was grinding with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You were there when he pulled Ron Bath at the Monster Factory, right?
Yeah.
You saw firsthand when he beat Ron, there was the opportunity. Now what? He's on East First West. You see what I'm saying? So you guys in the chat, you see what? All you got to do is get that opportunity, and boom, there you go. So Jack Crucy, so Sean Minnick, here's your opportunity December 10th. You get the win. There's your opportunity right there. So again, I look at it like this. It's all about opportunity. And when you capitalize on that, good things will come. Might have to be patient for it, but good things will come. Do you agree, disagree?
Oh, I totally agree. I mean, it's I can say the same for myself. I put myself out there. I went to pretty much every big pay-per-view there was in North America and refed it, and I got a call to Dubai. I did King of the Table as a head ref. I'm supposed to be in East versus West today. I had to cancel for my own reasons, and I don't do that. I don't ever commit to something and cancel, and pretty much I overput myself out there. I go to too much shit. So everybody knows that that's not me. And but I had to take a step back for family and work and everything else that's going on. I'll be in Washington for a whole week next week, so it was just too much, and it would have been selfish for me to go. And I'm excited to watch it, but the opportunities are there. I didn't seek any of that. I didn't seek being the North American representative for the youth. I got asked, and I would love to do it. I would love to build our youth up, and it's the opportunities are there. There's more coming. If I have anything to say about it, there's more coming, um, and it's just a matter of time. And if you just buy your time, go out there, go to different states, poll different people. It's to me, it makes no sense to pull your teammates in super matches every month and say you're good. Get out
Right.
there, put yourself out there and do something. Don't be that person on Facebook that oh yeah, I'm so strong because you pulled a super match in your own practice. That's not. It's stupid.
Right.
Get out there, get the opportunities. People always say, get me a match, give me a super match with a high rank puller. Why? What have you done? Oh, I
Right.
beat this guy. He's ranked. I'm like, yeah, you practice with him 5 times a week. You ought to beat him
Should know.
sometime.
Right.
I mean, get out there and do something. And those people that do that, Paige Williams, perfect example. She wanted a super match. I gave her one. She went to Michigan. She went to Florida. She went to IFA. She's been to Mississippi, Texas. Those are the people that I'm going to help out and do my best to put spotlight on them and get
Yeah.
them matches. Put Adam Rosinski on the map, and look where he's at now. Not that he didn't himself, but he was on my pay-per-view, and Ingen was the one who saw him on my pay-per-view. Enough said. I think it's out there, and our Washington State will be probably viewed around 10 million subscribers on YouTube this year. And
Yeah.
so you're going to be seen. I'm going to tell you that. You're going to be seen.
And again,
And
opportunity, right? So
yeah,
here's Adam.
and
Where's he going to be this weekend? In Turkey.
yeah, and there's going to be people at this event that nobody even knows at my tournament. Not even my staff knows who they are, but they could be the ones who's going to impact Arm Sports Entertainment next year. And if you show up, you show out, you could be getting a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, guys, girls, everybody, I'm telling you right now, this is a good opportunity because anytime you want to be a part of the Armed Sports Entertainment events, it's well worth it. You know, we all know come December, it's Christmas time. Oh, must be Washington State. Come to spring, April, May. Oh, must be Arizona State. Guess what? Those both promotions are underneath the Armed Sports Entertainment banner. So that's something you don't want to miss. Because I'm telling you right now, everybody's like, after Washington State last year, Tim, oh man, what's next year going to look like? We can't ignore that. Then here comes Arizona State. Oh man, what's next year's Arizona State going to look like? And I think you have enough spacing between the two events that you can make things work. I think is when people try to stack on each other and okay, I got a huge event coming up that comes and goes, and then you want to do the same amount 3 months later. That sometimes it doesn't happen. I think the way you have it spaced out is perfect. Oh, guess who's in the chat? Mr. Cobra Rhodes. What's up, Uncle? How you doing? I hope you're you got there safely.
I hope you. Hey, how close are you sleeping to Ryan Bowen this weekend, Cobra?
I mean, you know what? I saw
the video, and they look like they're going to be cuddling all weekend.
No, I didn't get a chance to see what Cobra ate because he's a connoisseur when it comes to food and stuff. I didn't get a chance to see what he got, so you know, loving that 113, Mr. Bowen. Tell us how it is. Tell us how it is. You know, yes, I like that Casey Allen guy. I'm telling you right now, Casey Allen. For those that don't know, right. Very intense puller, very smart puller. Man, anybody in Utah is smart, right? They know their way around the table. Let's just be honest, okay? So he's another guy. He might not be a household name to you guys. I mean, he is to me, but he might not be a household name to a lot of people. But I'm telling you right now, he will be that guy that will come to a tournament such as yours, Tim, make some noise and go, huh, okay. Reach him out. Casey, how you doing? It's Tim Tallmadge. What are your plans this spring? And it could happen just like that. It could happen because
it very well can.
Not to put any pressure on you, Casey.
Hey, you never know.
Cobra. Oh yeah. Hey Tim, check this out. Yes, Mr.
That's
Bowen.
all right. They got a good bar downstairs. Don't worry.
Yeah. You know. So. But yeah, I'm happy to be a part of the crew and stuff. And I know we're about 6-7 months away from well, not even that, probably about 5 months away, give or take, of Arizona State. I know you haven't set a date yet or a time when everything, but I'm kind of curious to know, what do you have in store for Arizona State?
Man, if I get it where I want, a lot. If I get the right people, and I'll know after Washington State, it could be interesting. You'll probably see the Lativians coming back, mixing it up. You might even see a couple other people mixing it up. We'll see. I can say there is a person who wants to come over and pull my events, and that's Daniel, who pulled Corey Miller, East versus West. Believe he's #1 in the world, right? I mean, he just lost to a Kazakhstan guy.
No, I think he's pulling for the belt or the title. I shouldn't say belt. He's pulling for the title tomorrow.
Yeah. So he reached out to me at Worlds. We had a conversation. He wants to come over. And so you might be seeing him shake things up at Arizona State in a super match and in the tournament.
There you go.
I mean, there's so many people that want to come over. And we'll do our best to make it happen, just to give the people the chance that maybe can't go overseas, but to meet them and pull them. We'll try to get them here for you.
And as I mentioned earlier, because we're not done yet, but you have a crew doing the play-by-play. Tim, you want to announce who that duo is?
Yeah, I have some guy named Jody Williams. He's a newbie, but he will be there. But yeah, you, and then obviously I wanted to bring in one of I'll consider him as a really good friend that I've never met, right? We've talked so much, Uncle John. And how do you beat that? I mean, the play-by-play, the stuff that he says on the mic, along with what you guys already mash up and talk about. I just think it's going to be a great day. And hey, you never know. The guy that's in that chat might even show up to Washington State. Cobra. You never know. You never know.
Yes,
So
you never know. So,
it's
guys and girls, all the talent that's going to be there. Then you got the super matches, the all-star lineup as far as the referees, the duo of Uncle John and Chocolate Thunder. You got Kayla, the queen, on the brackets along with Corey Miller. You know, Cobra might walk in here dishing out, pouring wine for everybody. Who knows? But I'm telling you right now, this is an event you do not want to miss. And it's all thanks to Arm Sports Entertainment. Yes, the link is in the description, by the way. And Phil in the UK also put it on there too. So be sure to check it out, because the match we saw, remember Corey Miller, you know, he had a match on your channel earlier this year, right? You know, against Giannis, the Jedi. He had a match. We all remember Artem and Coach Ray. That was on Arm Sports Entertainment, you know? So again, Underwood, Wayne Withers, we had Topi and Paul Passmore. The list went on and on. Like you said, Paige and Nancy. I'm telling you, you had Leanne Wilson was smacking. I think she was smacking dudes at that tournament.
She took second. She took second in the men's class.
There you go. Need we say more? So the array of talent and the work that Kayla puts in, Tim puts in, everybody else, the teamwork that puts in, you really got to give them respect, because I'm telling you right now, for that kind of stuff to happen, for the card that's being presented to you guys, it's a team effort. You know, we all know.
There's also, just as far as Washington State, we've locked in a huge, massive, the biggest sports bar in Vancouver is our after party host, clearing it out, a whole section for us, special pricing, special menu, and it's just going to be a fun time. And it's literally a 10-minute walk from the host hotel, maybe a 2-minute drive.
Yes.
It's right there. So that's going to be great. I don't even know if I told you, but Washington State, we have 3 brand new combat tables being flown in. So shout out to them. If you guys need a table, check out Combat Arm Sports to get a table, because they are just top notch. They're badass. Great, easy to work with. And then I guess I'll just release it now. I'm raffling off 2 combat tables, and not the ones at my event, but you will buy a raffle ticket. I'm only selling 50 tickets.
Right.
And out of those 50 tickets, if you win, you will get the code that I give you. You go right to their website, you type in the code, and everything's free right to your door. Brand new table. And there's two sets of 50 that I'm going to be selling.
Guys, think about that for a second. You got my man Tim raffling off a table that you don't have to pay for, okay? He gives you the code. Ladies, you're pulling for free. And there's 3 classes, by the way. Is it all right hand or is it right and left?
For what, the ladies?
Yes.
Right and left.
So potentially, if you're in the lightweight, you could pull 6 classes for free. There's that. The super match is going to be off the hook. I mean, you got a USA versus Canada match. You got the hometown boy versus a Florida guy. You got 2 young studs with a round trip ticket up for grabs. What it should happen, you should have like a briefcase hanging up above the table they're pulling at.
Yeah. I'd be able to make that happen.
Dude, would that be for you? Get like a briefcase, right? round trip ticket in the briefcase. The winner of Jack Crucy and Sean Minnick, the winner of that match, got to climb the ladder, secure the briefcase, and go look. And then you walk up in there, take a photo op. Hey, this is the guy I'm taking. I swear to God, if Travis calls you one more time, I swear to God. As I was saying, guys, Tim has his arm around with the winner and going, hey, this is the guy right here I'm taking with me to East vs. West. Number 6, I'm telling you right now, does it get any better than this? That is how you end a tournament on the calendar year in December. And this is all before Christmas.
Oh, let's talk about right before Christmas, how it gets that much better. This is going to be the last thing I want to say about this tournament.
Let's do it.
There was announced at $2,000 in cash prizes.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say it's going to be a minimum of 2,000. It can be more. We're working on it. We would love it to be more. But how that's going to look, we're doing something very different this year. And this benefits everybody. Even the ladies who pull for free. It benefits them probably the most.
Okay.
If you win a match, you go down to the scores table and say, I won. There will be a lady sitting there that will give you a raffle ticket. Every time you win a match, you get a raffle ticket. It don't matter if you're pro, amateur, masters, women, whatever.
Oh, you said masters too? Oh, you just fucked up.
You will get a raffle ticket. And this is how it's going to look. I'm going to explain it more on my site probably later next week, but I'll just try to run it down for you. What's going to happen is before the tournament starts, you can have a team of 5 people max. Now, whether you want to have 5 different people, if you want to have 2 people pay for 5 spots, that's fine. It's $20 a spot, so it's $100 a team. If I want to go in and do it myself because I'm pulling 8 classes, great. It's still only $100. But if you have 5 people, it's $20 a person, which is $100. And you get entered into this to get a raffle ticket, okay? Now, this is how it works. You get raffle tickets all day long. So, like, if you know that, hey, my buddy is an amateur, is pulling 5 classes there, he's pulling pros, you probably want him on your team because he could get a lot of raffle tickets and you could win a lot of money. And how that's going to look is potentially the grand prize will be $1,000 for one of those tickets. Then there'll probably be a handful of like 200s and a couple 100s and so on. Now, if we get more prize money, it will get larger. The goal, and it might not be this tournament, but the goal is to ultimately have like a $2,500 team winner, 2 $1,000, 2 500s, and like 4 250s, right? That's our goal. And who knows if we hit these sponsors like we might get there for this tournament. Right. But the minimum is 2,000 that's going to be up for grabs for this tournament. And I'm excited about it because anybody can win it. You know, I could be a part of a team and have one win, and my team could carry me. My raffle ticket could win me and my whole team $1,000.
Let's do the math, folks. This is a situation, Tim, where it feels good to be 46 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know.
And if you pull masters and pros, you pull masters, pros, left and right. I mean, you 2 classes each. That's 8 classes. How many matches could you hit? And you get a ticket every time. And right there, and who doesn't want to win a extra $200,000, $100,000 right before Christmas?
Oh yeah. So not only that, but you also got to realize, and don't forget, like you said earlier, there'll be Oregon guys, Canada, Washington, Idaho, Utah, California. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real.
The more teams that sign up, the more money you're going to win.
See that, Casey? Megan can go in there and just whoop everybody. You know?
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
The more classes, the more teams you have sign up, the more money you're going to win. And you can only be on one team.
Yes.
You can only be on one team. But the more teams that sign up, the more prize money there's going to be.
Yeah, so don't be weird in here and like be that one guy that's on one team and then you leave, change clothes with a wig and some sunglasses, but you got the same tattoos. Don't be that weirdo guy, okay? Let's just
I'm telling you, my sister is going to be the one that's running that, and she'll know who you are. Trust me.
There you go. Well, Tim, is there anything else you want to add before I cut you loose so you can get back to work?
I mean, I just hope to see everybody. You know, to me, it's just a big family vacation. That's how I treat all my events. I take my staff out to a nice dinner paid for the night before, and Saturday night at the after parties, I feel like I'm pretty generous. And if you were there last year, you would have saw me on the after table throwing $20 bills down left and right, a couple $100 bills, just to make it fun for everybody who came. And that's what we do. We give back. We make it fun. That's all it's about is fun. And if you come to one of my events, you'll be back.
Oh, yes. Trust me. As a guy who's been there, a guy who's part of the Armed Sports Entertainment team, something you do not want to miss. So, yes. So, Tim, I know you're a busy man. I know you're at work right now, but I really want to thank you for taking time away so we can go ahead and do this interview.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit this up. I'm going to put it on everything. I'm going to put it on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, Twitter, and all, InstaFace, whatever. I'm putting it on there. And you guys, December 10th. Now, I know, not all of Utah will be here. Cody will be in Arkansas because the Monster Factory event is also the same day.
Oh, I got some on that. We can just say go support Sarah Latana. Armed Sports Entertainment sponsored her to go to the Monster Factory this year, and that just shows you too. We care about other people's events. It's on the same day as me, and I paid for an athlete to go there. I'm her main sponsor, and so what do? You support them. Go buy their apparel. Support them on Facebook. Support them on any way you can, because you don't have to go somewhere to support somebody. You don't have to, be there or whatever. Gotta be running my own event, but you best believe we'll all know what's going on at that event because we'll have it on somewhere. That's just what we do.
Yes, I agree.
So go support Sarah. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's super strong. I'm super excited for her match, and we'll be cheering her on from Washington State.
Yes, Phil Wooley. Thank you for putting her YouTube in the description. Thank you very much. Well, Tim, my friend, I'm excited. I'll see you in about 4 weeks, but I know you and I will chat before then. My friend, enjoy your weekend. And everybody, don't forget what Saturday is. East First West. Cobra, you're there. Wake Ryan Bowen's ass up. Let him know what's going on. Enjoy, everybody. Yes, enjoy yourself.
Oh, it feels too good right now. It feels too good.
Sharkovich,
right
be ready. Sharkovich, be ready.
All
right, brother. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk soon.
All right, later.
Take care. Everybody, that was Tim Tallmadge. And I'm telling you, not because I'm part of the team. This is legit stuff. I was there in person, so I know how this stuff goes. But I'm telling you right now, he is a guy that loves arm wrestling, okay? Promoter, referee. It's a whole family team thing. His wife does brackets. Sister does a lot of stuff. And I'm telling you right now, it's something you don't want to miss. And if you can't make it, it's okay because he does Arizona State in the spring. Now, who doesn't want to be in Arizona in the spring, right? So, again, everybody, thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon. Take care. Did I not shut this off? Wow. Okay, here we go. Now we can go. Why is it not going off? I guess I'll stay on longer. So anyway, now East First West, been there, done that. Now I don't want to do a prediction because I did my prediction show with Ryan SB already, but I have to say that this Prudnick and Devin match is really, really interesting because now that all the shit talking and who has the balls and blah 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 blah, it's really like okay, I can't wait. But I tell you what. One of the matches that really interests me is the Dave Chafee match because you have to know if for some reason he does win, hear me out. Who's the next opponent for Levon? Because earlier it was slated as, hey, I got Hermes and Jerry. We all knew the winner was going to take on Levon. Problem is, Jerry had an injury, couldn't do it. Hermes is in there. For some reason, Hermes wins. Then yeah, it's a Hermes and Levon. Here we go. If he doesn't win, Pandora's box. Does Dave get another crack? Does Jerry go, okay, hey, I'm healed. I'm ready to take on Levon now? That's messed up, right? So I don't know how that's going to work out. Yes, Kevin, Chafee, yes, I agree. But how this is going to unfold, I have no idea. So we're going to have to really find out what's really going on this coming weekend. I'm really intrigued. I'm also intrigued about Ryan Bowen's match. Of course, my uncle Cobra Rose, I'm intrigued about his match. It's going to be happening. Damn, there's so many matches. That might be an all-day thing. I think what I might do is just because usually I hold practice at my place on Saturday mornings. I don't want to do practice and then watch the event because then my wife's like, what the fuck, are we going to hang out? So I might just order it, right? And then watch it later. That way I don't get yelled at. You know what I mean? So, you know. White Wolf in the house. Oh, Wolfie. What's going on, my man? So, yeah. Hey, I've been on for 50 minutes, man. I can't seem to shut this broadcast down because maybe it's not ready for me to go. But we'll try it again. Everybody, thank you again for joining me. And I will talk to y'all soon. Hey, if you missed the show, it's okay. I'm going to repost it. Watch it from the beginning. Good information over there. Y'all take care. Let's try this thing again.